Hello and welcome to my Flosstube channel, Frosty X Stitch. I'm Dawn. Today is Nicky Nacky Dog, which is basically the Santa Day that Ingeborg has talked about. They have it on the 5th of December, we have it on the 6th, that's today. So all the kids will be looking out in the evening and seeing if Santa's going to come and visit them, and then they'll have to say a little poem and then they might get something from him, chocolate usually, and peanuts and what he brings. Yeah, that's today. But I'm not really feeling in the Christmas spirit. I've got my favourite Santa keeping me company. Hasn't helped yet. I'm still not in a Christmas mood. I've got out my Christmas mugs. I've got candles, but all my Christmas decorations, they're sort of sitting over there in boxes, and it's not working. It doesn't help that I'm just stressed, tired and lonely, and I don't feel like putting up a tree. I want to put up a tree. I have to put up a tree, because if I don't do it, I did it once. One year I didn't put up a tree and I regretted it for a whole year. So I'm going to do that. I changed my phone case. So it says, "Believe in the magic of Christmas." With a tiny little reindeer down there. Santa's boots. I've done all that. I've also got out, like I said, my Christmas mugs. This is one of my favourite. I love all these Santas on there. Sometimes I just sit there and when I'm drinking my tea or coffee, and I just look at what they're doing and I think they're fun. I think Santas have to be either fun, old-fashioned and beautiful, or just happy like this guy. So yeah, don't know. Anyway, I haven't got that much to talk about this time, because like I said, my stitchy bug is sort of gone walkabout. I burnt my thumbs and index fingers last Wednesday, and I was very lucky that I had an appointment with the doctor already in the afternoon, and I showed him and he told me how to treat it. So my thumbs are fairly okay. My index finger isn't that good, and today I got a huge blister on my other finger from cutting, and I don't know, it doesn't help with stitching because it's really painful. So I did get, just I think a day after my last Flosstube, this is from No Name Needle Minders, and I chose some very nice ones. Yeah, now you can see. So this is, well, it's a key and it's got all this sort of steampunk stuff on it. This small one over here is a tree. That's the rose. You can't really see all the details on it. And that one's got a blue butterfly, and yeah, it's just, they're just really beautiful. And the cow is a button, and that was a freebie that she put on, which I think was really nice. I had to wait quite some time for them, but it was worth the wait. I had a birthday sort of code that I could use, so I got some money off, which I think was really nice, and that's why I was going to order, but then I thought I don't really need it. I'm doing Stitch from Stash, so I don't need needle minders, but then with that code it was just a bit cheaper, and I thought, well, yes, why not, I get them. And then I had to wait, but it really didn't matter, because I know she actually said it could take some time, so that's fine. They're here now, and now that I've showed them to you, I can finally use them, so that's good. Put those over there. I got from Stitching Mummy, she showed you this. If you've watched her, she shows you this nearly every time because she stitches the little flowers. Now this is just a printed what it should look like. Next year she's going to put in the version that she's stitching now, so that you really can see what it looks like stitched. But it's got 3 different versions in it, and you can either buy just this and you can download it, or you can buy the kit. Now, as you know, floss is very expensive for me, and it's not very easy to get fabric and everything, so when she decided to put up kits of this, that was easy for me. So everything's there. There's a needle, there's floss, there's fabric. You can choose the fabric, she has different choices. And so, thank you, Sarah. I'm going to start this in the first week of January. So, I think that's about my only plan that I have for stitching in 2018. My only definite plan, stitch this. So I just want to see what the colours look like compared to other people's and other years. Then I'll link her Etsy shop below. I'll also link the Facebook group for No Name Needle Minders. Yeah, then like I said, I didn't do that much stitching, so I'll just show you the little bit that I did. Starting with the one that Stitching Mummy has started. She's doing it on 40 count canvas, I think, and it's tiny, and she's got these really lovely, I think it's silks that she got from Anne P, and the stitches are so tiny that she's doing half stitches. Well, I'm doing the Cold for Colours. This was a DMC freebie that apparently you can't get anymore. These are the Cold for Colours, and usually I post when I stitch on anything. I post on Instagram. I haven't been posting because I've put in about 10 stitches a day and you just couldn't see anything, so I didn't post anything. But I have been working on it, and now looking at it I can actually see that I did do quite a lot. I did this one, I think I'd started this one, did that one, and I've done this one, and now I've started on the last one going over there. And then there's some other stuff that needs to go in. So actually I did do quite a lot, but it's been 4 weeks, so yeah, it should actually be a quick stitch, but at the moment it isn't. Then I've been stitching on this freebie pattern, also freebie pattern from Stone, hang on, got lost. It's Stone Street Stitch Works, I think. You see, sorry, I've put needle minder there. That's a needle minder that I got from Scottish Stitcher, which was really nice. I love the needle minder. It's beautiful. This is how far I am. I've only done one colour, as you can, well, except for that bit of white, and I have to finish this bit here, and in the middle there's another one of these. So I have to do another one of these just down there. So I had the needle minder there where it goes, and after that I switch colours, and that's just about one skein of that colour. So that was pretty good, and I'm quite happy that it's enough floss, because if I would have to now order just one skein of floss just to finish it, that wouldn't have been good. And then I want to quickly show my linen. I didn't really stitch on this because, like I say, I didn't stitch that much, but I did a bit of progress on this, and I'm getting used to now stitching on linen when I pick it up. But when it's sort of lying there, I look at it and I think, oh dear, linen, over 2, and but once I get started, it's 2 or 3 stitches and I'm in. It's turning out really nice, and the linen is nice. It's really different to stitch on linen than on Aida, but it still is. I still don't trust myself to order linen for any of my projects. I'm going to finish this one first, and then I'll see. That's why I'm not ordering any fabric for any of my projects. The projects that I've got now that I've kitted up all on Ada, and I've got the Ada, but if I finish this and then see that I like linen or even weave, then I might buy fabric for already kitted up projects, because I'll probably stay on the same count. You know, 14 count Ada is 28 count linen, so that's not a problem then to do that. But I don't trust myself yet to buy linen or even weave, because I really don't know if I really like it or not. Because I stitch in hand, so it's different also to handle the whole thing. And the last project that I've stitched on, that was this tattoo that my friend has on his arm. And I just always put a few stitches in, not very many. Oh, whoops, needle. Yeah, it's just because it's the pattern is made by me and it's not that easy, but I think it's turning out really well. It won't be finished by his birthday. His birthday is the 22nd. It won't be finished for Christmas, 3 days later. So it doesn't matter. I can give it to him anytime. I think he'll be happy. Then I wanted to mention somebody who I've got been in contact with, and that's Carrie in Stitches. She's British. She's got Flosstube. I think we have about the same amount of followers at the moment. She was very nervous at the beginning, but now she's sort of got into Flosstube, and I think Bendy Stitchy mentioned her once, because she does these biscornus, but they're about this size. They're tiny, and she makes scissor fobs out of them, and she has a whole bowl full, and she does other crafts as well. She just showed some pictures on, I think, Instagram, where she does sort of felt, is it felt applique or felt, sort of little ornaments for Christmas. And she loves crafts, any crafts. She does earrings and necklaces. It's really beautiful work that she does. So do go and check her out. It's really worth, just have a peek, go and look. And she's really nice, and she was really friendly, because can't remember what it was. Oh, it was a sampler. It's the bee sampler, and I just commented on it that the bee sampler is one that I want to do. And she then said, well, I said, well, I'm not buying it yet because I'm doing Stitch from Stash. And she then gave me an answer, and suddenly she had, I don't know what happened, but she thought she said something that would have upset me or hurt me, but that wasn't the case. I didn't even realise, and so I set the record straight that no, it was not, and it was actually really nice that she said that, and that the comment that she made really helped me, and there was no ill feeling there. And now I think everything's sorted out, and it's fine, and I like watching her. She's easy to listen to, and she likes showing her stuff, and you can see the sparkle in her eye when she finishes something. It's nice, so check her out. And I watched Lisa Stitching and Such. She's from New Zealand, and she's got a birthday on the 13th. Yeah, that's Wednesday, in a week. And she decided she's sort of lost her stitchy bug as well, and she didn't want to do a stitch along, she wants to do a watch along. And I'm happy to join, because she chose, okay, sorry, the title is in German, but it's actually imported from England, English film, and it's called Love Actually. Tatsächlich Liebe in German. It's called Love Actually, and if you don't know it, it's one that you really have to watch. It's really worth it. As you can see, all these people, they're famous, you know them. One of them's even German. Yeah, Hugh Grant, Colin Firth, I mean, Emma Thompson, Keira Knightley. I mean, do I need to say any more? It's a really good film. It's a feel-good film. I've got on DVD because I watched it yeah, I watched it once and I decided I have to have it. And I've watched it about 3 times already, but I haven't watched it for quite some time, so I'm going to watch this on the 13th with Lisa's stitching and such. Check out her last video if you want to know more, because she tells you why she wants to watch this film. I'll watch it on that day. I've got it in my calendar. I'm going to do that. And then I'll probably get this book out. It's an older book. It's sort of in a cover. It's got beautiful illustrations in it. The reading is not really mine. It's sort of old-fashioned, but some of the poems in there are quite nice. And I think we got it from my grandparents. And it's just, this is what Christmas feels like to me. And it hasn't done that for a few years now. Christmas is family, Christmas are friends, Christmas is lights, candles, food, playing games, having fun, laughing, and it's not been that, and it won't be this year either. And I think that's why, even though Christmas is my favourite time of year, I'm actually not stitching on one Christmas project. I do have 1 or 2 now in my stash, but I'll probably stitch them through the year, but I'm not stitching them now, and it makes me sad sometimes. But yeah, I've sent out my Christmas cards. I've done all my Christmas cards. I'm happy about that, because if I don't get them out by the first week of December, they sit around and sit around and sit around, and then it's too late. But I send them and then they get there by the new year. So I've sent out all my Christmas cards, and I'm happy about that. That's good, good, well done, thank you. Yeah, I think that's it from me. Short video. I'll put him back. He lives in my bedroom. During Christmas time he's out, so when I walk into my bedroom I see him. I can see him from everywhere. And otherwise during the year he's on the top of a cupboard. I have a sort of hat collection. I do wear hats, by the way. I've got a top hat, I've got fedora, I've got all sorts of hats, and they sit on top of my wardrobe, and he sort of sits behind there, so if I really want to see him, I see him all year round, so he can watch me if I've been naughty or good. I know that. But he's my friendly Santa, so I like him. I also like the one that sits in front of my door and watches that nobody comes in who's not allowed. So anyway, I've got 2 small things to show you at the end. It's really short. And yeah, have a nice run up to Christmas, or whatever holiday you've got. I might do another Flosstube before Christmas, I don't know, we'll see. So have a good time and happy stitching. Bye! This is one of the many tram stops just outside of the city centre, just where I live. And I helped decorate this tree. We made huge parcels that we hung on a tree. They're empty, of course. Unfortunately, I haven't got a shot where all the lights are on. It's beautiful. It's a really nice tree. And this was our first snow this year. As you can see, it did sort of settle, but not on the roads.